Alright, I said we got to put some bends in it. We got this here, it's got to look like that. So you roll it over, put this first bend in, right here. In order to do that, I got it all set up on the 2 marks. Turn on the power, hit the button. This is magnetic here. Bring that over to a 90. That looks good. Turn off the power. Okay. Now we got to do the other side. So you can't put it in there like that. So you got to turn it over this way. This is 3/4 of an inch, or roughly. So that should be pretty close. Like that. Yep. Just like that. Oop, get in there. Turn on your power. Hit the magnet. And pull. Back to a 90. And you're done. And that's what you end up with. Okay, we got that hole. After a little bit of hammering and stuff, that's the way it's going to fit. Something of that nature right there. Yeah, right there. Like that. We'll get that put in place.
Alright. Inside the car, tow board is in place. Of course, the car is still on the dolly, so there's no pedals to show you. But steering column hole, brakes, clutch pedal rod, they go up and down like that. So since we're in a AV8 with everything modified, the stock plate doesn't fit anymore. And you'll notice if I put it roughly there, the clutch is pretty close, the brake is way over, and that's what we know. We modified the brake pedal quite a bit. So these little plates were easier to buy and pretty inexpensive. It was like 10 bucks for the pair. So we'll modify them by splitting them, making them wider, and lining the pedals up, the pedal holes up with our new pedal holes. Same thing with the steering column. And then the felt can be pieced in there, or we might get some more felt and piece it into our bigger square or whatever. And that'll just help. The pedal rods will fit tightly on these little grooves here, and it just keep the wind from coming up so quick, so bad. Same around the bottom of the steering column. Just little things. You know, how often is this car going to get driven in the winter? It doesn't have a heater, but keep the wind off your feet for the most part while we're driving around. And you can see the floor fits real well. We're really proud at how everything came out around here. It's all just looks like it grew there. Just kind of what we want. Ward's still filling holes. He's already filled a few of them. He's got one big one there. He got that one over there. See a couple of tiny holes in that corner. I don't know what those are for.
That over here.
Yeah. Oh, that was
a
rivet.
Rivet. And this is nothing. And that one's nothing.
Yeah.
And then this one. Those stay. Those 4 stay. This one and this one I got to do.
Yeah. So there's 4 up there. I'll walk you around to the front. We're done in here, I think. That's where that data plate went. So we'll actually paint under it and then put the data plate back in with the little original style rivets that they sent with it. And then this is the firewall recess. I'm too close, but anyway. Ward's working it down. It's smooth. It's pretty. And it's going to look real good once it gets painted. So, and we know it fits because we did the whole test fit last week. This is where the fuel tank grommet goes, or the fuel line valve comes out of there, and it'll go from the valve to the fuel pump, which sits right here for the V8. Model A was originally a gravity feed system. Now it's not. There's that. There's the tow board from the front side. Ward's taking those out. But that's how clean it's going to be. When we do final assembly, we'll put some rubber or yucky pucky or something in there to seal up all the seams. Not permanently, because the floors come out. But there we go. Back again on the Model A. We put the body on. Got the tow board done. I think we showed you that in a different video. So now it's time to take everything off the engine, get it ready to take out of the frame, get the rest of the frame ready to clean, sandblast, down to nothing, because we are going to have to box the frame. So probably just do time lapse. I'm going to take everything off the engine, take the pedals off and all that kind of good stuff, and partially for me and partially for y'all. Y'all can see what goes into it. Here we go. I don't know where we lost the camera a while ago, but I got the pedals off, got the master cylinder off, and of course all this. I think you saw all that. One thing I want to try, which I'm fixing to in just a minute, I want to see if the steering column will come out with the engine in place, so that we know in the future if we have to put it in before we drop the engine back in. And then got this bracket to take off, this bracket, and then we're pretty much ready to pull the motor. Got some other lineup stuff I want to do before that, but I'll show you when we get there. Try this. Can take it out first, doesn't matter, first, last, whatever. Got to make another one of these for inside here. That'll space it off from the inside of the frame, and we want this one for support on the outside of the frame. So that's just a little metalworking project, pretty easy. I'll just copy this one, make sure it fits flush down there. Good to go. This is a rebuilt box that the owner supplied. It's a 50 to 52 F1 box, pretty sure. And whoever he got it from put this at a slight angle, which fits the Model A taper. And it's made for putting a Model V8 in a Model A. So somebody figured it out way back in the 50s, and we're just copying. And just so y'all know, before we took the body back off, we center punched the holes so that we know where all 3 holes are in this frame, because we had to enlarge this for the new steering column. I used this bolt as it was, and then there's a center punch there and one there, so those will get drilled. I'll fill this one just because, and then everything will look nice and clean and be real strong when we get it boxed. And there's a washer I was using on the inside just for a spacer while we were setting everything up. That's how thick it's going to be. And then the next phase for me, I'm going to come through on this frame and figure out which holes get filled, because there's tons of them all over, and then which ones are going to get, like this is a body mount just for instance, and so because it's getting boxed on the inside, it'll be impossible to put a nut under there. So we're going to weld a piece of 3/8 inch plate, roughly 2 to 2.5 inches long, a little bit narrower than the frame, and then we will drill it and tap it, and that will be the nut. So we'll do that on all the places where it goes, the body attaches to the frame. We'll do it for places that you just can't get to afterwards. The motor mounts are going to get welded on to the frame, so these will also have nut plates behind them because that's where the shocks mount as well, the stock shocks. And that's about it for now. I'm going to be marking them. I'm going to leave the camera going. Y'all can see where I'm marking, and may open up this box we just got from one of our suppliers for, we'll see what kind of toys we got. Yeah. Ooh, got a fresh blade on the knife. Be careful. Huh?
You didn't run with it, did you?
No. This is folding, and I had it folded, and I don't run anymore anyway, so. Alright, packing paper, whatever. Okay, that's some, that's a felt seal for the pedals. And this is the pedal plates where it's made to toe board. So we'll go over there and see how these fit. Probably going to have to be modified. I know they're going to have to be modified. I'm looking at them.
Got to put the floor in?
Yeah, we got this, so. No, we'll do that in a little bit. I'm just showing them what we got in the goodie bag. That's a timing wrench for Model A. That's mine. For the old Model A engine. This is that's the rivet setter for that strip of stuff and some of the other things.
Oh, okay.
Like snap setters, rivet setters. Not quite sure what all that goes with, but it's good stuff. That's the sediment catcher for the top of the gas tank. It just sits in place, but it just, while you got your gas cap off of Model A, it's right up on top of the car. And so if bugs fly in or something, you can catch it in there. Got some small parts in a bag. Got some more tools, rivet sets. That's the grommet for the gas tank at the front of the where the gas valve comes through. It's a data plate. It's reproduction data plate for the front of the firewall. And a Ford fuel nut. It's got some specific threads. I don't remember what they are, but then it's got the little ferrule that clamps onto 1/4 inch, I think. Little small hardware. It's a good bag. There's, oh, that came in the kit. That's the old motor mount rubbers, but the whole kit was cheaper than trying to piece out the pieces I needed, so those are extra. That's the body liner, or it goes between the body and the frame. Just keeps squeaked down. It's just some, I don't know really what it's made out of, like a nylon woven. It almost looks like seatbelt material, but it's supposed to be close to original. It came in the tool kit, not quite sure what that is. There's some rubber mounts for the front. We got one there that we just grabbed out of our rubber pile. But you can use these different, and they act like shims to adjust your doors because it's on the A-pillar. And more packing material. That's the gas tank liner. So same thing, keeps the squeaks down, but it's a woven fabric stuff. Where the gas tank hits the body, front and back, you put a strip of this on. More rubber mounts that go under the wood blocks. Needed them for sure. That is a, what is this? That's some kind of tool, driving tool. Ah, here's the good stuff that we really needed. These do the fuel sender on a Model A. This fits the square, the 8-point X on the inside, so you can hold it, and that fits the nut on the outside. So you hold the center by the glass, and then you turn the ring, and then everything comes out. We'll show you how we use them when we rebuild the gas fuel sender and gauge. It's all one thing. We're still waiting on that kit to come in. It's not here. And there were a few back ordered things. I don't remember what, but this was the main thing we were looking for today. It's just cover plates, and so it goes like that, and it goes on the floor over this felt. So I'm gonna go set them down, and then we'll go look see how it fits our setup.
All right, today's activities will consist of, we're going to cut all this out, right from this body line up to this black line, over to here, and back to here. It's about 8 3/4 inches. It's all rotted out. I don't know what kind of dirt we'll find when we get in there, but I already cut along the bottom, and a lot of dirt came out. So I'm going to keep on cutting. I'll bring you back when I get it all cut out. We'll show you what's behind it. Okay, I got it all cut out. Now let's find out what we're working with. Aha! Oh yeah, there's no dirt in there. Aha! Alright, we're going to get that cleaned out. See what we got. I'll get back to you. Alright, I got all the dirt out. So, I guess the next thing will be to put something in here to prevent rust. So we're going to use what they call OSPO. I'll get some and I'll spray it. See what... It should turn black in a day or so. I guess, I don't know. We'll see what it does. Okay, I sprayed it. And you can see it's wet. We'll see how much. We may need another application, or we'll see. I'll get back to you. Alright, I got the panel in, got it welded. I got some more grinding to do. I got a low spot here, I got to pull that. I got another low spot over here I got to pull. But we'll get to all that. It can't hide forever. So, but it's quitting time, so I'm going home. Where'd it go? There it is. I don't know if that'll help. Lighting's terrible. All right, catch you later.
All right. We should have got it on video. We had a lot of fun, but we got engine, transmission, both axles, all the springs, everything off this chassis. Y'all saw me start the other day, except the master cylinder bracket right there on the bottom of that cross member and the engine mount brackets. They're both still on here. We gotta take them off, clean them up, and then put them back on and weld them on. So you might have noticed, and I'm getting a video for our own benefit, but all the holes are marked with red or yellow. So the red are the ones we're going to fill, and the yellow are the ones we're going to save. And they will get a cage nut or a threaded boss behind them before we box the frame. So for instance, this here is the bumper bracket bolt. What fits in there underneath actually, so we'll have to figure out how to do that one. But these up here, this is one of the body mount bolts, so it'll get a cage nut underneath, and that way when it's boxed on the inside, then you can just thread a bolt down through there from the inside of the body. So all these up here, all marked out. We double and triple checked our measurements. We got the front cross member. Mostly kind of just, it's welded, but it's not finished welded in place right now. So when we do the boxing, the plate will come all the way here, and the boxing plates that the customer has are just too big a little bit every direction. So we'll be able to trim them right here underneath, come all the way around here. Same thing here. The long boxing plates that go there, they'll be fitted to the front, underneath, and even a little section right here, and that'll tie everything together. Cross members, side rails. So just a quick deal, show you what we got. We'll do one more pass down here for ourselves so we can look back and see where everything is, whether it's red or yellow. Alrighty then.